On the 14th of January this year, my account was hacked into and terminated within hours of said hack. I lost over 2 million in limiteds, such as, just to name a few, the Bright Eyes Bloxy Cola and the Talamon's Chicken Soup. And I have been fighting tooth and nail for over a month to get it back. So, how this happened, I'll try to be quick because it's kind of lame. I fell for a Discord screen share scam. That's on me. I have a habit of forgetting that my account is considered valuable and as a result, a target to thieves. I don't consider it as that simply because I'm not part of the trading community. I don't collect or buy limiteds to feel cool or to add value to my account. I like to make outfits. They compromised my two-factor authenticator and changed my email, so I was essentially locked out of my account during all of this. And at the time, the phone number verification that I hear they recently rolled out, the phone number two-step, it was not a thing. That was only made recently. Um, okay, on to the moderation part of all this, which is what I'm struggling with. When I realized my account was compromised, I sent an email to Roblox immediately. And my report was blown off within an hour because the people in my account changed my username. So I had to send another email. This time it took nearly an entire day for support to get back to me. And by then, I was already terminated. I couldn't do anything. The AI responses kept thinking I wanted to initiate a rollback because it was something I mentioned in my original email, even though I said I could not because I was terminated and I cannot access my trades page. So I sent another email, waited, and that email to this day hasn't gotten a response. It has been completely untouched, unread. But after 3 days of waiting, I sent another appeal, my fourth appeal, and that one was approved immediately. I was literally in the process of typing out all my evidence, photos and all, and I got a response within a couple minutes that my account was reinstated. So I logged in. Well, I tried to. I had to change my password and stuff because, it was still hacked into, and I was still banned. So I sent another appeal, of course. I was told that the violation was removed. So why am I still banned? I thought it was a case of Roblox taking its time because in the past there's been cases of the system being delayed. So I asked under the original ticket thread and was told that the violation was already removed. Yeah, that's what you said, but I'm still banned. So I kind of double checked the violations and appeals page for whatever I was banned for, and I realized that it was actually the exact same thing that my first violation was for, which was weird because I was told that that was removed from my account. So what gives? I still don't really know why or how this happened. I assume I was either one, reported immediately, and I'll get more into that later because it's a whole thing, or two, reported multiple times, and the second report didn't really properly take effect or be added to my account until after I was unbanned, which is great. So I had to appeal again and was unbanned after a bit of back and forth. Finally got into my account and got to make some changes. I think it's worth mentioning that Roblox also changed my username bio since it was very inappropriate. So I was in the process of making changes to my account, like resetting my email and my password, changing some of my settings, removing some of the burner accounts or the accounts that held my items, and I was in the process of sending another appeal to initiate the rollback process when I got a notification that a friend request was accepted and saw a message box pull up. Are you serious? I was really quick, in my head at least, to put two and two together and realize what was happening, so I tried to really quickly unfriend the account. But I wasn't quick enough physically and was terminated again. So if you're not following, which I don't blame you, because this is insane. Remember how a bit earlier I said my friends were relaying info to me and updates while I was anxiously waiting for Roblox to get back to me? One of the things that they told me was that my account had just a couple new friends. I thought these were burner accounts to trade items off, but it was actually a lot more complex than that. While in my account, they made me, or rather it, send just really downright illegal and very much terms of service violating messages to these burner accounts. Then they would go on my account and unfriend the alts. But they would keep my account having an outgoing friend request to these burners. So, when they catch wind of me unbanning my account, they could just log back into one of the alts, report me, and keep me suspended. Really smart on their end, but oh my god. I can't say I'm surprised, but I also kind of am that the AI moderation is this easy to abuse. There's no system in place to check if, oh, hey, these messages kind of match up with when you weren't in your account and being, actively hacked and prevent me from being just mass reported and terminated again. These reporters, oh my, these burners have since either been terminated or deactivated, and here's the thing. I don't know if that will stay. What's stopping them from reactivating and reporting me again? My plan when I got back into my account was to block all the users because I had a list of most, if not all of them, but you can't block deleted accounts. There's no real way to tell the difference between a deleted account and a deactivated account, and you can't even block them using Roblox's API, which is really nice. I also have no idea if the hackers, for lack of a better term, have done anything else on my account to use as backup to keep me banned. So this is kind of where I stand. I've sent several appeals, I've called their support line, I've even sent an email to developer relations as per a friend of a friend suggestion. I'm not a developer, and as of recording this audio, I still haven't gotten a response to that. All the responses from customer support have been the same. Unfortunately, this moderation decision can only be appealed to blah 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 blah. I have for every single violation and been denied every single time. You know why? Because the AI moderation doesn't care about context or background. It goes off of what it can read alone because it isn't intelligent. It isn't a human being with a real brain. I've even brought this up. I've stated that I have appealed through the violations and appeals page several times, and they still don't care. There was an appeal I sent where it went through like 3 separate emails telling me my case was going to be sent to a specialist. And you want to know how it ended? If you guessed telling me it's only appealable through violations and appeals, you would be correct! My partner has made posts, or a post, contacted friends, and even tried to contact appeals themselves for me to vouch for me. And I appreciate it, even though it hasn't done anything. But it is still really upsetting that I have to go to lengths as far as reaching out to insiders or floor moderators and even developer relations when I'm not a dev to assist me with something that customer support should be doing. To hear me out and be heard by a human being when I should be heard by a human being at customer support. Thank you for listening. I also want to make it clear I'm not super educated on how moderation works, so there's always a chance I get something wrong. Feel free to correct me. But my point still kind of stands.